It's early 1944. In Great Britain, the Allies are amassing the greatest invasion force ever assembled to liberate France and drive into the heart of Nazi Germany. D-Day, the Allied landing in Normandy, is scheduled for late May or early June. The risks are enormous. For the invasion to succeed, the Allies must prevent Hitler from rushing reinforcements to the landing areas. We know Hitler will use railroads in Belgium and France to move his forces into Normandy. So a plan is proposed to bomb major railroads in these countries, places where the trains bearing German troops and supplies are assembled. But the rail yards are in thickly populated towns and cities. In bombing them, we will surely kill thousands of innocent civilians. Supreme Allied Commander Dwight D. Eisenhower strongly endorses the bombing plan. British Prime Minister Winston Churchill opposes it on moral grounds, calling it cold-hearted butchery. You are President Franklin Roosevelt. The decision is yours. Victory is far from certain. If the invasion fails, the war could be lost or prolonged for years. But is it acceptable to go forward with a bombing campaign that will kill thousands of the very people we are seeking to liberate? What would you do? Would you order the bombing of the rail yards to knock out Hitler's ability to rush reinforcements into Normandy? Bombing increases your chances of a successful invasion. Or would you call off the bombing of urban rail yards and bomb only roads and rail bridges, saving the lives of civilians, but putting your invading forces at a greater risk? Here's what really happened. In early May 1944, Roosevelt approved the bombing campaign, insisting that military considerations and the success of the Normandy invasion take priority. The bombing campaign took the lives of at least 12,000 civilians in France and Belgium, but was an effective military strategy. Allied bombers inflicted devastating damage to the rail system, preventing Germany from moving massive reinforcements into Normandy. The Allies took heavy casualties on the beaches, but the invasion, on June 6, 1944, turned the tide of the war in Western Europe. Despite the civilian casualties, the Americans and other Allied troops were welcomed as liberating heroes by the French and Belgian populations. That's what happened, and one of the hard dilemmas from the front lines of history, as an American president weighed military objectives against deadly consequences for civilians.